Hello and welcome back to Random Cosplay Tips, where we talk about whatever's popped into my chaotic brain, and today I'm going to share some tips on how I crimp my wigs nice and fluffy without over crimping them and having them look like a wavy potato chip. Obviously, a crimping iron is needed for this. I like to have the comb with the long tail, as well as wig clips and a brush. I also straighten out my wigs and trim them to length before I get to crimping, and then I pin up all the hair so that I'm only working with the bottom couple of wefts and work my way up the wig. Now when I go to grab the hair for crimping, I don't grab it horizontally like this. I go vertically. This way, you're grabbing hair in sort of a random alignment from multiple wefts, and the little waves from the crimp marks aren't going to line up as much. I also hold the crimping iron vertically and work that way for the same reason, to keep things random so that the little waves don't line up, and I use light to medium pressure. If I over crimp, I kind of go back over the area using this like a straightener and then brush it out while it's still hot. As I move my way up the wig, I use less and less pressure with the crimping iron so that the bottom layers are giving us most of that frizz and texture, and the top layer is still nice and smooth and pretty for styling.
Put your hands up in the air, put your hands up in the air.
Hello and welcome to Random Cosplay Tips, where I talk about whatever has popped into my chaotic brain or what you guys asked me to talk about. So foam clay. It is a soft, rubbery, putty-like clay that cures into a more stiff and brittle version of our old friend ethylene vinyl acetate, or EVA foam. The best place to find this weird sticky stuff is in cosplay crafting shops that sell things like EVA foam and thermoplastics and other crafting supplies. For tools, your fingertips are a great way to apply it directly onto your piece and to build up base shapes. For detailing, I would recommend either metal ballpoint tools or wooden clay tools. Water is what you're going to need to be able to bully this stuff into cooperating. Add water to make it sticky so it's easier to apply onto your piece, but if you're going to be doing detailing, you need to let it dry some so that the surface isn't so soft and sticky. If it does start to stick to your tools, just dip them in water and that will solve the problem. If you're working on a large piece and you need to keep your surface soft and ready for your detailing, just occasionally refresh it with a little bit of water. And there you go, that's the secret behind how I do all of my detailed texture work on my props.
You are 17, going on 18.
Actually, I'm 33.
Wait, what?
She knows, oh yeah, that's for sure. She loves the attention that she gives. Showing off with a hunger, and she got me watching too. こんな大きなダイヤモンド見たことないでさ。あげらね、カブパノ、ファノファノ、カブパノ、パノワノ、トイドトイドリオ、カイドトイドリオ、パレプレカヤンネコドリオ、よし。
Bravo, sis.
What's rule number one? Party? No, not party. No, it's not party.
and welcome to Random Cosplay Tip of the Day. Today's topic, tassels. Tassels are a common accessory in cosplay, especially for cosplays that have East Asian influences. While tassels can be easily bought anywhere, I'm going to show you how to DIY one yourself. First, grab your material. I'm using embroidery floss. You can also use yarn. And start wrapping it around the cardboard. Keep wrapping until you're satisfied, but save a bit of string for what we're going to do next. Next, take a spare bit of string, poke it through that slit you cut earlier, and tie up all the strands. Make sure to tie it very, very tight. You don't want this to come out. Then slide the other string through the top portion and tie a knot. After that, slide the tassel off and cut the bottom. And with that, you have a tassel. Feel free to replicate them, make them in different colors, whatever you need for your cosplay.
Hello and welcome to Random Cosplay Tips, where I talk about whatever has popped into my chaotic brain, and today's how to make sure that a wig will never fall off of your head. One thing you can do to make it more secure is to add wig combs. A lot of times these come sewn into the front hairline, though you can add extras if needed. A thing for wigs that have a lot of weight in the back, like a ponytail or a bun, is using a wig grip. These are made out of velvet and use the power of friction to help keep the wig from sliding backwards, and this is what I use to help keep this monster of a Salem wig on my head when I'm in that cosplay. A third type of attachment is using wig clips. These are like the combs, but they snap open and shut, and you can even use these to secure lightweight accessories onto your wig, like San's hood, this Mad Hatter hat, Blake Belladonna's bow, that's another time I used it, and even Zaya's ears actually have wig clips on them. Hopefully with this, you'll never have to experience having your wig fall off at a bad time. Hello, and welcome back finally to Random Cosplay Tips, where we talk about whatever's popped into my chaotic brain, and today is some ways to texture foam. Number one is sanding. You can use this to create battle damage, chips, or scuffs in a metal material, hammered metal, wood, just about anything can be created with a rotary tool. Another way to create precise lines is using a wood-burning iron or a soldering iron. This is what I did for Zaya's feathers and for these detail lines on the dragon spine spear. The third way, my personal favorite, is foam clay, which is amazing for really detailed organic things like monster skin, bone. I've even used it for wood. This will stick directly to the EVA foam without any glue required, so that is why I absolutely love this stuff. Some other cool techniques include heat stamping, which is where you heat up the surface of the foam and press something up against it. I did this with crumpled tinfoil for my Witcher Ciri cosplay's leather armor. And then actually adding cinnamon to your paint is a great way to create a rust effect or any other kind of gritty sort of texture, and it looks amazing. So adding texture is really just about experimenting and seeing what looks good. Welcome to Random Cosplay Tips, where we talk about whatever has popped into my chaotic brain, and today is hiding your seams on EVA foam, because even if you go slowly, you're still going to get ugly seams. So I usually start off by sanding them flat with my Dremel 3000. I'm using the standard medium grit sanding drums and the flexible extension. I get asked a lot what I'm using, so there you go. After sanding, I fill my seams. For jobs like the dragon spine spear where things went horribly wrong, I fill in the big holes with foam clay. But most of the time I stick to either quick seal or gesso. Both of these are essentially pastes that you can wipe onto the seam, cover it, and then smooth out that filler with water and sand it if needed after it's dry. With a little priming and painting, the seam will disappear. You can also choose to emphasize seams like I did here with hot glue to make them look like badly welded metal, or you can just bury them in lots of texture, which I also do. But hopefully this gives you some ideas about how to hide your seams so that you can get perfect looking foam work.